everybody. I just realized I forgot to tweet. So I'm going to do that while I open here because you guys know I'm very good at this. I'm very professional. And the hostess with the hostess.
You're doing fine. Don't worry about it. It's Wednesday.
Nobody gives a fuck. This show isn't serious. Okay, so I just tweeted, you guys. There it goes. Hi, welcome to Bitch. I'm Misty. So right now we have Warren, Steve, and Angel. There's going to be some more hoodlums showing up here later, I'm sure. Some shenanigans will be abound. Is Jesse on tonight? I don't know. He wrote a song today. I extended the invitation. I did not send him the link, but I can do that real quick just in case. But I also know what.
So the only thing theoretically that would stop him is the link that you didn't send him along with an invitation.
No, I invited him,
Okay.
but that was before I made the link. Steve, I just told you, I just set this link up like 5 seconds ago. It's been a night. Yeah, it's been a night. I am a little out of sorts. I just raced home from basketball practice with my kid. So yeah, you know, again, very professional over here. I don't know why anybody's surprised that I'm terrible at this.
Misty, can I say
No.
those curls are on point? I like the curls.
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
nice.
Man.
I can't do curls.
I'm not really good at it, so it's not great. But you know,
I didn't have my laptop to put together the stream, but for like 20 minutes before the show today, because Josh had converted it to Linux overnight, and at some point I fell asleep, and then at some point he fell asleep. So when I got up to go like do the show and shit, he was crashed the fuck out. Still had the stream for pasta to kick off at 7:00 in the morning. So at like 6:30, he's widely getting into my computer. He had to run that stream. So like, I'm like, but wait, I don't know how to do it yet. And like, even then during the show, Josh had to come in and be like, wait, no, this is fucked up. And like, do this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, you know, no big
What would
deal.
we do without Sleepy Josh, though? Let's be real. What would we do without Sleepy Josh? I don't know what we would do without Sleepy Josh.
I don't know why the microphone doesn't work. I need help. I need grown up.
Yeah.
Grown up.
Oh, Sleepy's everybody's grown up. He's our tech grown up anyway.
Sleepy's a genius, man. When he was on the show a couple of weeks ago with Oz, man. We were talking all that tech stuff, man. He's just like, nah, man. You want to do this? You want to go A to B to B to C to C, and I'm
a foreign language
notes, you know, like yeah, okay, cool.
None of that shit makes any sense to me at all. I wish it did. It does not. It does not at all. But he is a genius, and I'm happy.
All of it, and that's why I've been like back on the let's get everybody the fuck off of giant centralized platforms shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting bad. You guys, this show, the episode Bitch with Pasta got taken down off of YouTube. It's still on Odyssey. You can go check it out on Odyssey. But yeah, it's just like it like this tiny little show. My show is nothing. Like it's nothing. I don't like it's not a huge show. It's not monetized. I was hoping not monetizing anything was going to help me fly under the radar for longer. I think it kind of did though, because facts, we just now got our first strike recently, a few weeks ago. So, and we've been like, it's a year and a half now. I think it's like 2 years in June, maybe. So we flew under the radar pretty good. But nothing's ever been monetized. I was hoping that would help. It doesn't seem to be helping with Bitch though. Bitch has already gotten punked out.
It just seems like YouTube is just getting worse and worse every day. Was it you, Steve, who said it's just going to be like puppy and kitten videos and that's it, and everybody else
and mainstream media, propaganda and puppies. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah, which is kind of the same. Yeah,
it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. I don't think people realize just how bad it is yet, because I don't think most people experience it for them, like personally. It's not like it's their channel, like maybe a channel but it is getting really bad.
I ended up having one show pulled And it wasn't, I didn't have a guest on. I was just telling my experience when I had the big C. And I was just explaining what happened. And
Can't do that.
some stuff I used to treat myself, because I didn't go to the doctor for it. And it was just like maybe, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes of just me rambling on about what happened. And then all of a sudden I check and it's like, you have a community strike for misinformation. I'm like, no, it was real information.
it was literally your lived experience. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. So,
this is why I don't understand the people who are cheering on censorship. Can you not see? Are you not paying attention? Like, you can't even go on a public forum and talk about your personal experience with an illness or with a vaccine or with an injection or with whatever. You can't just go to, like, you would think that everybody should be able to voice their experience and talk about what happened to them. And no, you can't. If it goes against the mainstream narrative, you cannot. You don't get to talk about it.
Well, it turns out that those are the people that usually scream the loudest about we have to listen to somebody's lived experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my point in using that phrase. Is that the hypocrisy is so thick. That's the only word I can think of. It's thick. It's thick all the way around, all of it. They freak out when they're censored. Like, they spaz the fuck out if it happens to them. But if it happens to somebody they don't like, it's like a fucking orgasm. They can't get enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they love it.
They want to hear your lived experience as long as it goes along with the narrative. But
their narrative. Exactly.
And they don't like what they hear, then there you go.
Listen, if you don't like what you're hearing, you can find something else to listen to. It's this amazing thing called free will, and nobody's forcing you to listen to Joe Rogan or to listen to Warren or listen to Steve or listen to me. You're not forced to do that. You have the option to just turn it off. If it's not something you're into, then just turn it off. I don't understand why we have to censor people. It's ridiculous. It's infantile, really.
The red X right there. Just close it. Click it off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fuck censorship. Sick of it.
Yeah, fuck them.
I've been hearing about that for years and years and years too. It's like, they shouldn't have that show on there. It's like, well, just don't watch it, or Howard. How about this for irony? When Howard Stern was around and was actually pretty decent, and people were like, he's disgusting, he should be taken off the air. It's like,
and now he's the Karen. He's such a Karen.
He's the Karen.
Oh my God.
Don't get old, folks. Don't get old.
Andy had a thumbnail made for me, and he apparently he just finished it, but he said he sent it, and that nobody that's actually here is on it. So
you forgot about me.
Sorry. It's seriously, it's been a night. I just made the link 5 minutes before I got on here, and so it was I was sending it to. I didn't even know who was coming. I sent it to Warren. Warren was like, "Oh, you want me on the show?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Are you free?"
I was talking about Indy. He forgot to put me on the thumbnail.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I see the thumbnail. Yeah. None of those people are here.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm here. Why did you use, seriously, the bitchiest looking picture possible? I understand that I suffer from resting bitch face. I understand. But you couldn't have found something that isn't ridiculously terrible? Christ, Indy, you're fired, man. Fired.
You need to do a new profile pic with them curls, girl. I ain't lying. Those curls are on fleek. Do they still say that? On fleek?
I don't know.
When did that stop?
I don't know.
Steve said he would know. When did they
Ask
stop?
Glory. Glory's how I learn all my shit. That's how I learn all my stuff. And my kids. My kid keeps me.
Nobody really ever said that, but it was pretty much dead in the water around 2017.
About 5 years. All right. Yeah, I'm about 5 years behind. That's about right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that
more
stuff.
hip replacement than hip, so
Oh, Mad Crab, you're the one that's at fault for the bitchy picture. Okay, then you're fired. Fired. I've never even met you before, I don't think, and you're fired.
You have an hour to clean out your desk.
Yeah.
And
I'm being generous.
On by the end of the show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to do with those crab figures. You probably end up breaking
Right.
everything when you're cleaning out the desk.
And that, well, the dancing lobsters can help. I mean, at least
You
you
promise not
got
to
a
look
crew.
anyone in the eye for the rest of the time while you're cleaning out your desk and
Yeah.
getting the fuck out of this building.
Yeah.
I
And don't forget you
will
signed a
consider
non-disclosure.
recommendation.
So you can't tell anybody how awful I am and how I'm such a
You're
grifter.
running on 58 minutes. Now you might want to get moving.
Get to stepping, bitches. Oh goodness. I love the pic you used. I'll be right in. That's what Yeti Jesus said in the group chat. I love the picture you used. Really?
He
Yeti?
loves the picture of him.
It's not of him. There isn't a picture of him. He has to be talking about, I don't know, maybe is that him with this little shorter beard, maybe? I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like
Yeah,
bloated
okay.
Ari Shafir.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I want to see this now.
It's in the group chat. I can pull it up. Hold on.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, none of those people are here. What the hell?
Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
that's Yeti with the bow tie?
Yeti's coming. Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't look like him. Look at this, guys. Look how pissed off I look.
This is the quality production work.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
Network.
What happened to his head? That's like somebody in the park drew him or something. What the hell? Jesus, poor Yeti.
What I said, bloated Ari Shafir.
Oh,
not even-
Look
goodness.
at his head. One of us. One of us.
It looks like somebody took Jesse Ventura and Alvin the chipmunk and made a mashup. That's what it
Oh,
looks
shit.
like. Yeah.
Christmas time of year. Oh yeah.
We have to get him to sing it. We have to get him to sing it in his Yeti voice.
You gotta sing it like
Yeah.
the Macho Man.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeti doing holiday
I just
tunes.
like stuck that head
There's
on
Yeti.
Pee Wee Herman's body.
Sorry about that. It's taking a little bit to get it on here.
Oh, that's all right. Because
How's everyone doing today?
we were showing the thumbnail that Indy had made that it used the absolute bitchiest picture ever. But Indy does make a good point. What's the name of the show again? That's fair. That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
I'm just glad he found my bow tie pic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about
You
that.
didn't find
Some-
my pick.
Here, let's
Some-
pull it back up.
some-
Let's pull it back up because it is fantastic. Let's see Yeti and his
That
bow
bow tie is
tie.
one fleek. I'm
It
still not
is.
stopping.
Someone's been searching my Facebook.
Look at
There you
that.
go. Oh, somebody's been stalking you, dude. What's
Yep.
up?
You look like you're getting ready to fight the Ninja Turtles.
Wait a minute. Why is the evil little girl on there? What the fuck?
I don't know, but I love it. I like that. Although I wish he would have used the one that me and Sleepy use all the time because I like that one better.
That's a nice picture of Lucy and Noli too. They're
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and those are nice pictures.
Yeah.
Nice,
Good stuff.
nice what was on there?
Good stuff.
Our
Good stuff.
sisters from another mister.
I found the Misty pick crab. What? Oh, so Indy, you are responsible for the picture. Okay. Now I know who's fired. I mean, to be fair, the show's name is Bitch, and it is probably pretty difficult to find a picture of me where I don't look pissed off. I honestly, I had no idea. I talked about this when it first occurred to me because I had no idea I had such terrible resting bitch face until I started appearing on camera. Nobody in my life ever told me, like, dude, you really have like a terrible face. And so it just occurred to me when I started appearing on camera and people would say something about it. And I'm like, so I would go back and look and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I have terrible resting bitch face.
You know,
It is pretty bad.
The resident thumbnail for the show needs to be is
What's
a face swap with Mindy on the little girl standing in front of the burning house.
Actually, I'm down for that. Can somebody make that for me?
Just as like the standard thumbnail for the show.
Yeah. Can somebody make that for me? I kind of want it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you do.
I
You
want
do.
it.
No, that's a good idea. 2 points for Steve on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. You totally get 2 points for that, dude. Excellent
Yeah.
idea. I like that little
I'm
girl.
awarding myself. It's I feel
Self-care, Steve. Self-care.
it doesn't happen that often, brother. It really doesn't.
Treat yourself.
Misty, the first time I saw your profile picture on Twitter, I thought you looked like an angry Carol Brady. So
Nice.
you take that for what it's worth. It was
Nice.
positive. I do like Carol Brady. I thought she was sweet.
I haven't changed my picture in ages, dude. I never think about it. I never think about it.
Girls do
My
it.
name too. My name. Like I
You
don't
think
ever
about that
the same.
profile picture less than you think about Carol Brady, Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should change it though. I haven't. It's
I
seriously
do.
been
I love
years.
Brady. Oof.
Oh, Florence.
I'd like to be the top of that square, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, ew, boy, got a little steamy in here. Sorry. What happened?
Simmer down, creepy Uncle Warren.
Stop it. She's older than me. It's cool. It's fine.
Is it just because she's older than you? That's cool. That's fine. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
Now,
Alright.
Warren, you know that if you have lust in your heart, it is just as bad as if you went out and committed that sin.
That reminds me
You
of this.
should probably stand before your creator and ask forgiveness for what you've done.
It's okay. You're okay, Warren. You're forgiven.
I work.
You are loved here, brother. You are.
Oh my God, what is this? Okay, hold on. We have more thumbnail ridiculousness happening.
Uh-oh.
You ready? Here we go.
You're
No.
still
Yeah.
going with like all the people that aren't on the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not here. And
Yeah.
is that Britney
Yeah.
Spears?
I mean,
Who's
Yeti.
that? Who's the other chick? Who's that?
I don't know,
Yeah, I
but they
don't
got some nuclear ass teeth. Look
I
at that.
could quite literally be just
Am I
about
high?
any random
And I'm not
celebrity.
even
And if
in
you
this
told
one.
me- if you were like, yeah, that's like Kim something, then it was even a fake name, I'd be like, oh, okay, what show? Oh, it sounds good.
I'm not
Am
even
I
on this
high?
one.
Yeah.
Now this is why you need sunglasses and sides, because them damn teeth. Look at those teeth, man.
I
Yeah,
know.
really.
I
Some time
mean,
traveling ass teeth right
I feel
there.
like I'm
I'm
high.
pretty
with
Can
sure-
that.
you imagine having those teeth all the time, though?
no.
Every time you see a mirror, just, oh, fuck! Got me
You would get
again.
used to it, but I mean,
Well, you'd have a nightlight. You wouldn't have to worry about, tripping in the dark. That's for sure.
Leave
Jeez.
the shade
I don't know. I've had this
between
face for a
all
long
of
time, and I'm
you.
still scared every time I see it. So,
Yeah, I have no idea who that other person was.
huh? Who was the other person?
I don't
I know
know.
Brittany. I don't know who the other one was. Crab.
Yeah, I
Who's
don't
the
know what
other?
person was.
Who's the other chick in that picture? It was Brittany and who? Who was the other one? I want to know. Hi, Noli.
she's here to talk shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what she. Yeah, that's what,
He's here.
she's performing her duty. She showed up for her shift of talking shit. Shit talking shift.
That sounds a lot like the SS, and we're in trouble.
Oh goodness. They did say shit on CNN today, right? Somebody said
What did they say on CNN today?
somebody said they said the
Something.
word shit and they were like, can
Yeah.
they do that? And yeah, they can do that. I mean,
Oh, one of their resident idiots. I think he said bullshit. What's his name? The guy that Jim Acosta. I think it was.
Jim Acosta?
Yeah, I think so.
fuck Jim
Bullshit.
Acosta.
Yeah, he wouldn't swear, would he? I don't think he's too nice.
He said somebody said some middle-aged dude said bullshit on there. That's all.
If you were to look up middle-aged white person, there would just be a picture of like Jim Acosta next to it.
Okay, see the circle is
Blitzer.
complete.
Oh yeah, when people come look back on us, they're just gonna assume we all look like that one guy,
And when
Jim
you think
Acosta.
of shit, you definitely think of Jim Acosta.
Yeah,
Oh, Jim
or
Acosta.
Tucker Carlson. Any of the do you ever watch like the old newscasts like from the 70s? Every fucking newscaster looked exactly the same and sounded the same. They just replicated them back then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all they needed to do. There was only, a couple channels. It wasn't 24-hour news. It was just.
Well, yeah, you had no way to verify anything. If they
Right.
told you something about another country, you're like, shit, I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot more difficult. We'll say that. Noli says, Yeti, you have a pretty face.
Thanks, Noli.
You're so
What about
pretty.
me?
What about me? Listen to him. Oh goodness. Somebody called Eric, said Eric was adorable, I think, in the chat last night, and I missed it for the vigil, and I missed it. And he was like, somebody said it, and I just ignored it. I'm like, oh, you are so lucky I didn't see that. So now I think on Friday I'm gonna introduce him as the adorable Eric. Or my adorable co-host, maybe. My adorable co-host Eric. Yeah, just to give him shit. Gotta initiate him, you know?
Phenomenal mysticism is correct on the CNN.
CNN says bullshit nonsense every day, and someone saying the word bullshit is the least of CNN. Yeah.
I used to watch CNN quite a bit when I was younger until Don Lemon started telling a Muslim guest that he had to bear responsibility for ISIS because he was Muslim. And I was just like, you racist shitbag.
I thought you were just locked in an airport for years.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't oppose to it. I wouldn't mind an airport at this point. Lots of restaurants.
Right?
Yeah, every TV is stuck on CNN. Every TV.
God, yeah.
That's how they get most of their ratings.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of anyone that's ever like said, "Oh, let's go check CNN to find out something."
No.
Nope.
No.
Not
No, that's not a thing. Jade, Eric, we're talking about different Erics. Eric is Coy Contrarian, who is my new co-host. So you're probably thinking of Q Eric, 93-year-old Eric from London. No, he was not on the vigil. We've had him on the vigil before. I would love to have him again, but I was talking about Coy. Everybody just calls him Coy. I should probably just call him Coy because everybody calls him Coy.
He is adorable.
He is adorable.
Yeah.
Totes adorbs.
He's a handsome man.
It was cool.
If you will.
It was cool because I've met him in person, and I like that. I like meeting people in person. So, yeah, I think he's coming to DC in April. Everybody should come to DC in April. Come to DC in April. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun and therapeutic.
Actually, DC's not that far from me. I think I can drive that because it's up to like the northeast. Where am I? Western part of the states, the north.
DC?
Yeah.
DC? No,
DC's on the East Coast, homie.
On the East Coast.
Yeah. On the East Coast, like about midway down the East Coast, I guess, ish.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's the opposite side of me then.
Yeah.
All right, it's Montana that's underneath me.
That would be a very long drive for you.
You Canadians should know your American geography.
Yeah. The fuck?
I don't know my own geography. You're lucky I can tell you what Alberta looks like.
Here, how handsome you are. Get to learning.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's funny when you always
of South Park. We know what Alberta looks like.
We're all just rednecks and trucks.
Yeah.
With those nuts on the back, just to show how.
The nuts on the back.
I'm actually gonna throw a pair of those nuts on my Scion. My little toaster.
Your little toaster. Big old pair of nuts on a little tiny toaster. I like it. I like that swagger.
That thing's roomy as fuck though, man. I put my big dogs in there. Me and the wife will throw everything in when we go traveling.
Nice.
Because traveling for me means at least 5 hours driving south. So
yeah.
I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Are you in Letterkenny? I that's the only thing I know about Canada is Letterkenny, and
there's a character named after my city in there.
Really?
Who's a complete like representation of people in my city.
Is it McMurray?
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in the big truck oil sands of the north.
See, I get into that show because it's a bunch of rural folks. It's like if you took Mississippians and gave them a Canadian accent and a little better manners, it's insane.
But that is rural Canadians. We're fairly conservative in some aspects, but we're very like liberal wise in like people. You start to see a little more conservatives in economic stuff. But most people up here are pretty far like liberal wise, like together with like human rights or like healthcare and that kind of stuff.
And like, you're just really polite. Canadians, I mean, I know that's very stereotypical, but it's kind of true. Very polite.
Oh, we're polite, but we'll stab a motherfucker too. So. Like I hold all my ire towards like people I don't like
Yeah.
corporate capitalist kind of people. I'll be nice to anyone else.
One of my favorite videos ever is there's a Canadian guy. I don't remember where he's from, but there's a bear in his yard. So he like, which is very Canadian. And then he like leans out his door and like very politely is like, "Excuse me, bear, could you like move on?" And, like very politely asks the bear to leave, and the bear leaves. And I'm like, this is the most Canadian video I have ever seen.
Oh, like, so I used to work in bars up here. Like I bartended and I bounced for a long time. And so we have one bar that's along the main strip. But periodically, you'll see deer just like walk by, which is great because at like 3 a.m. when you have a shit ton of drunk people outside and a bunch of deer walk by, and then you have those idiots that try and yell at the deer.
Or catch them, or...
No, thankfully, we're smart enough not to try and catch them when
even
we're drunk.
Drunk?
When we're sober, we'll chase them. When we're drunk, we know we can't chase them.
Okay, fair enough.
It's hard to chase people in 4 feet of snow, man.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. It's hard to run in snow. It is very difficult. I think it's worse than sand. Terrible.
Oh, by far. At least sand, you're not going to freeze in 5 minutes. Like it was minus 38 with a wind chill Celsius up here today, which is I think pretty close to actually almost comparable to Fahrenheit at that point. I think that's where it starts to get to that same level.
I'm getting ready to get a bunch of a 1/4 inch of ice and then potentially anywhere from like 2 to 6 inches of snow because I'm kind of in like that weird like spot on the radar where it could go either way. Like a little shift to the north or the south could determine whether or not we get clobbered with snow or not so bad. I'm more worried about the ice.
Do you guys get black ice down there a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Definitely.
That's what they called me in college.
Oh, lies.
Not at all.
No. Lies, I tell you.
We have beer up here called black ice. It's dirt cheap too.
I think we have beer. Do we have a black?
I don't know if you guys have black ice.
We do. I don't know.
I think so.
Your beer's a lot cheaper in the States though than like our stuff up here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because you have
well, no, it's the rating system. It's the same level. It's just the American rating system is different than Canadian rating system.
Canadian?
Why? I don't fucking know. Just to make complicated.
Shit's like 30% alcohol, man. That ain't beer. That's like paint thinner.
Although if you ever get a chance to drink Kokanee, that shit is fucking delicious. It's the only beer I actually like. It's because it's glacier brewed from the Rockies.
Oh, very fancy,
sir. Before we poison it, before it gets down to the States. I mean, wait. Oh, shit. Can you edit that out, please?
He edit.
I cannot.
That's a Canadian trade secret.
This tastes like Canadian pea beer. What the hell? Who peed in this?
Was anybody in the chat watching Jimmy Dore's show when he read the super chat? Because I'm trying to get him to come to DC. And apparently he read it, but I'm just wondering if he said anything about coming. I've asked him a couple times. I'm kind of being annoying. But you have to be. We need people there. We need people there. We need people there. Lots of people.
Yeah.
Lots of people. All the people.
Yeah. Sorry, can I respond to Jade?
No.
She was asking about the fucking media up here.
He said
They're
no.
garbage. I don't care. Oh yeah, by the way, I have ADHD and I don't actually listen for responses.
Oh, okay.
I just ask and then continue. So
okay, then why ask?
Yeti.
To be polite.
Yeti. Is the show bitch with Comrade Yeti? Is that the name of the show?
That's not the name of the show, bitch.
What's the name of the show? I'm fucking.
Yeah, answer Jade. Answer Jade.
No, yeah, the media up here is just as bad as in the States.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty bad up there.
Yeah, I've heard it.
We get a lot of American media, like, and so I've watched it since I was a kid, so I know a lot of what the stories you guys kind of talk about when you're talking about the propaganda and stuff, because I've just watched it the whole time too. So all the stuff you guys see just gets translated up here for us. It just gets translated into Canadian.
Yeah.
Our newscasts come from igloos.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same bullshit though. I mean, it's a Five Eyes, so I mean, it's all the same media, really, essentially.
It's still the same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same
Just
narrative.
control, right?
Same
Yeah.
agendas being pushed in different aspects, because each country's got their own role to play. So you got to propaganda your own people in the right way. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Fucking bastards, the whole lot of them.
Yeah, they got to be particularly careful on Canadians because they will revolt. We've done it numerous times.
Man, Americans piss
and
me
yet
off.
wound up with Justin Trudeau. What's that
I
say about your
know.
revolution?
Because he has
Canadian
a pretty
Obama.
face. Oh yeah.
Well, he's got.
Like I don't understand. People don't realize when you start getting the son of a prime minister or a president within the same lifespan, the odds of that are theoretically impossible. So
Really?
it can't be on.
Because
Can be not be on the up and up, right?
It happened here with
It
Bush.
happened, yeah. You got a couple.
Oh yeah, that's because it's rigged.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
look at the
That is my point.
Cuomo's and the
common
Kennedys and
Some of
The
them
Kennedy.
were like cousins, and
There's a lot.
a much closer. The Bushes and the Clintons are cousins.
Yeah.
supposedly Trump and the Clintons are distant cousins. Supposedly, I don't know if that's ever been
Well,
confirmed for sure,
I
but
don't know. I haven't heard that.
their
it's a
nieces
pretty-
and nephew hang out in where's the Hamptons all the time together.
Dude, they all hang out together. There's a
Yeah,
picture
Biden's
of
too.
Biden's granddaughter with one of the Trump. What the fuck? What's her name? Tiffany, right?
Tiffany.
The one that nobody ever talks about. So they vacation together. Hillary Clinton's kid and Donald Trump's kid were best. Like Chelsea and
They still
Ivanka,
are.
They're
still
best friends.
Still are.
Yeah.
They've got
Yeah.
a handful of businesses and charities together and shit.
Yeah, they're all intertwined and
Ivanka
connected.
Well, that's all
by
what
the
they
way,
do for work.
Ivanka Trump, World Economic Forum, Young Global Leader.
They're all on the same team. It's a soap opera with psychopaths.
Yeah,
That's
it's what Carlin said. It's a big club, and we're not part of it. So
Yep, exactly. A big club, and you ain't in it.
No, we're not in it. Nor would I want to be. Those people creep me the fuck out.
Me either.
oh yeah, those people are the true psychos of the world,
Yes.
and you can tell by how nice they can smile about it while killing you.
Right. We tortured some folks.
Yeah,
The clubs
Different
are-
folks.
you can save some money at Costco. I mean, and they pay
Costco.
their Costco club. You said it at clubs.
I've never been in a Costco.
I've been there. I've been as a guest. I went in under the radar.
I
and
used to have a Sam's Club membership, but I bounced it when I bounced doing Walmart of all kinds. So
it's same shit, but it's just like bigger, and you probably get more samples.
yeah.
But it would they apparently they pay their people pretty well there. You like start off at like 20
Yeah, I
bucks
heard Costco's
as a
much better. Like I
cashier.
want to go find a Costco rather than a Sam's Club. Because you can buy stuff in bulk, like then to use it for mutual aid and shit. Like that's nice to be able to do. I mean, you can get some really great prices at places like that.
I got a
Costco
deal.
isn't too bad because they actually like pay their employees decent.
Yeah,
wages.
so I'm saying Sam's Club does not. It's the
Oh, no, the Waltons are-
family. Yeah, they're fucking terrible human beings. Fuck those people.
Well, and most of the people that work at Walmart in this thing, well, I don't know if most, I don't want to say that, but a lot of
Andy,
them.
do you want the link, bastard? Why didn't I send you the link? Sorry, continue.
Yeah,
No.
you should have.
I should have.
A lot of those people also qualify for like aid in the community. So your taxes by virtue pay for the employees at Walmart, while
Yeah.
Walmart just gets more money.
Yeah, Andy, hop on. Let's talk about your thumbnail.
Yeah,
he changed his thumbnail.
Oh, yeah, I can fire you in person now. I feel better about that. I feel better.
That's what bitch is missing, Misty. It's the conflict.
Is it? I don't really like conflict though.
In
It's not fun.
podcast drama that all the kids
I don't.
love.
Okay, if that's the
What
kind of
drama?
show you're looking for, you can go find
Is it?
like somebody else who gives a shit about clickbaity
I'm goading.
drama.
I'm just goading.
I know.
I'm just goading.
I'm just over those. I'm
These
over
are
it.
in the shit.
I'm so over
Stirring
it.
the
TMZ. I don't need TMZ. I do not need a
Okay.
TMZ for Twitter. I don't care about your little beef that you got with some other
Oh,
podcaster.
that's
I don't
not
give a
what I'm
shit.
talking about. I mean, like berating somebody or getting into a blow up with somebody on your show.
Oh, I
Not
don't wanna do
because
that
you're
either.
having like a debate me brah thing,
Mm.
but because it comes up in the course of the podcast.
oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
No.
don't do the debate me thing. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I hate that.
Online debates are stupid. No time for it.
A lot of time, even when you see them, it's like nobody's changed their mind because they just keep repeating the same.
Well, it's not
talking points.
about having a conversation. It's about clickbait. It's about like getting the good one-liner that you can clip out, and it's about clicks, and it's about getting more subscribers and like trying to pretend like you one up
Getting
the
more
other person.
donations.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's so empty and shallow. I just don't give a fuck. It's annoying. Listen, if it was like a legitimate civil debate where we're actually having a conversation and like trying to hear each other, okay, fine. Those are never about that ever. They're not even listening to each other. You're just trying to like score points. You're trying to get that quick one-liner in so you can get that clip that you can post on Twitter and everybody can congratulate you on no, it's just not for me. I'm not. If that's your thing, if that's what you're into, if you like the TMZ style reaction channels, I mean, I'm not clowning you. It's just not for me. And that's not the kind of show I want to have. I don't want to do that. Doesn't sound fun. I'm not interested.
No, it's like I'd rather be able to actually tell people what's going on and working towards a better future in this world. So
I just don't care about the inner podcaster drama. I don't give a fuck. None of you are that important. You know what I mean? None of us are that important. Don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not that important to myself. Fuck
No,
that.
I say it all the time. You know what I mean? I just don't give a shit. And I just don't give a shit. Like that's really what it boils down to. It really is just mindless drama. And I just don't care. It's not ever about actual substantive issues. Again, it's about trying to embarrass the other person and, get clicks.
Which is going to get us nowheres.
Like the idea of this show is not for me to debate people. I don't like debate. I don't like it. The idea of this show is to have
disagree.
Well, it's not your show, fucker. It's your own fucking show, dick.
Yeah, what is this, Comrade Slow News Day?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Bitch with Steve Koikinen? No, bitch. It's not. No, but I mean, I like having people that I mean, I've had disagreements with people on, like, I've called people out on this show before. It hasn't happened very often. Kamali is a good example because he did the whole Assange is just one white dude thing. And so I called him out on it. So, I mean, that's happened before, but it's never like, I was nice about it. I was like, no, can I just explain to you a different perspective? And it was fine.
It's such a weird take.
It is a really weird take. It completely ignores all the millions of black and brown voices around the world that have, you know what I mean? It's State Department speak. It's,
Well, yeah, it's weird because like the people you end up protecting by getting Assange out would be people of color around the world.
Yeah.
Like
he's exposed the
crimes
crimes against people of color around. I mean, war crime, rape, torture, war crimes, bombings, drone strikes. He's exposed against, the most vulnerable people on planet Earth. To like brush him off as one white dude. I get it. Yeah, he is one white dude. But these are also people who talk about like using your white privilege for good. Nobody's done it better.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably, nobody's done it better.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Without getting up on a soapbox and being like,
yeah, speaking for the communities.
Do you see what I've done for you? Do you see? Because I didn't have to. Like,
he's never done that.
At no point has that ever been a thing. And at every step along the way, Julian Assange tried, like, he put himself out in front as the face of WikiLeaks
so that they would come for him.
Those arrows,
him alone.
But in terms of the material, always said, this is about, these voices being heard and people having the right to hear these voices, to know what these governments do, to know what these
to give names and faces to the victims.
I happen to be the person who's, at the organization that's providing the service. Yeah, but that's because you guys have a right to this information, and there was a lane for it, and I had a solution to it called Secure Drop, and well, here we are.
Yeah. But he's a narcissist. Really?
And look, man, that's not, I don't know too many people that are God level coders that don't have a bit of an ego. I don't give a fuck.
When you're that good at something, you have, in my opinion, a little swagger's okay. I'm okay with, like, he is a god level. I mean, seriously, y'all. No, not here they come. See, she's a cultist. Okay, fine. But dude, seriously, he revolutionized journalism. This is not like just some regular guy. This is Julian Assange. He revolutionized. I mean, the Dropbox, the secure Dropbox thing. Everybody uses that now. That's a WikiLeaks thing, and not to give all of the credit to him, because it wasn't just him. But he had a huge hand in all of that stuff, and I think that credit should be given where it's due. And a little swagger does come along with that. And I also love the fact that they, they completely leave out the fact that he's also autistic. So he's socially fucking awkward. So he might come across a little, weird or different or arrogant or whatever at times. And this is from the woke crowd too. Like they're you don't want to be ableist or anything like that, but they'll shit all over Julian Assange because he's weird.
Oh, they'll tell you you're making it up.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that you're making it up. No, dude, it's disgusting. This is why everything woke touches turns to shit.
Yeah.
This is why, because it's never good enough. You can never satisfy a mob. And as soon as like your mind gets poisoned with the woke, you're always in mob mentality. There's never going to be enough. Dude, and look, the way that the woke mob works in the business world is the way that the business world still works, which is, am I going to make money from this or lose money from this? And if they know they're going to lose money from this, then they better go out and get themselves a public-private partnership, because if they're going to stay private, they're going to go broke. ABC got rid of Whoopi Goldberg before Spotify got rid of Joe Rogan. Or at least suspended her.
Yeah, did they get rid of her, or just suspended?
2 weeks.
Suspension is what I saw. But I mean, my point stands. Whoopi Goldberg had, employment consequences.
Yeah.
More severe and faster than Joe Rogan. Both targeted by the woke mob. Joe Rogan's been targeted by the woke mob for years. But, and people will probably look to this as like, oh, well, this reinforces white supremacy. That Whoopi Goldberg as a... You want to take it on a purely professional basis or a purely economical basis, because Joe Rogan is worth substantially more to the people that hold his contract than Whoopi Goldberg is worth to ABC. And that's just facts. That's numbers. That's eyes on the channel. That's ability to influence culture. Joe Rogan, for the last couple of years, regardless of whether or not anybody's fucking happy about it, has been influencing the culture.
Yes. Trey's here. Trey's here.
Hey, how's it going, Trey?
Hey, what's
Hey.
I'm doing all right. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, Trey. How are you?
Surviving.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Me too. It's a shitty day. We're about to get hit with some ice and some snow, and I'm not happy about it. I fucking hate winter, you guys. Anyways,
cold
yes.
as fucking Stockton, man.
Huh?
It was cold as fucking Stockton.
Oh. Yeah, I'm over it. I need to move someplace warmer. I do. I hate it here. Hate it. Ohio's cheapest shit to live here. The weather sucks. Real bad.
No,
Sleepy!
It was cold as fuck here today.
Sleepy Josh.
It was cold as fuck here today.
Stream, but hello, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
It's not your
Sleepy.
fault.
I'm gonna drop Sleepy's. Oh,
Take
hold
that
on,
shit
button.
personally.
I didn't know you said it was cold. I was just busting your balls anyway.
No.
Because Pasta's not here, somebody has to act like Pasta, apparently.
Oh, I love pasta. I love pasta.
We're channeling grandma over here. It's been many days now that Pasta has been joining me on the
I love
morning
that.
shows.
Did that just kind of happen by accident, or did that just kind of happen by accident? He just started showing up,
He
or was that
texted
like?
me. He was like, "Hey, can I pop in?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course."
And then it just started happening. I like it.
And then like fucking hippie, you let sleep at your house.
Can't get him off your fucking couch.
He's
right?
still just showing up like, hey, you got any coffee? I don't have coffee this morning. Hey, I know I'm late. I know but talking about pasta. What are you doing?
Hi, Sleepy. Hi. Everybody go buy Sleepy a coffee. I just dropped the link in the chat. Go buy him a coffee.
I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Okay. See, he needs some coffee, you guys. You got to replenish the stock. Got to replenish. It's necessary. Where's Indy? I sent him the link. He was in the chat and then he disappeared. And I'm annoyed.
I saw him say something about after 8:30.
Oh, okay.
He's ready to come on. Yeah.
Okay. It's me and a bunch of dudes again. Always.
It is the opposite of Trey's friend circles. Trey,
So
I feel awesome every
So
time
true.
Trey does a friend circle. It's like one of my favorite things because inevitably it's like me,
a bunch of girls, like a bunch of chicks,
couple of other dudes, and then all of these like smoke shows, dude. And I'm like, all right, thank you.
You go, Trey. You apologize for nothing, brother.
Trey, look
And
at you,
on
dude.
top of them all
Down.
being just, more or less drop dead fucking hot, dude. Like, they're all fucking hella smart and cool and shit. Dude. It works out. Yeah.
Colette, I'm sending you the link right now, biatch. Here it comes. We were talking about her and Magnus coming on to hype the In the Damn War shit. But then we never got like back together about it, and I didn't know if that was still happening or not. So what the fuck is happening? Stupid ass computer. Okay.
I don't know what the tap out for StreamYard is for how many people can be on at once.
No, I have the thing for 10. I can have 10. So we're good.
Because I know we can't use it for Union of the Unwanted. I got to get them on to like 8x8 or some shit because the Zoom ain't doing it.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind that. I just sent you the thing for Sleepy Josh's buy me a coffee thing. Hold on. Actual link coming soon.
I think you need a coffee.
I'm really good at this, you guys. I promise. I am.
You're good at PR for Josh anyway. So.
I am. I'm really good at PR for other people, for myself. And I'm getting better. I am getting better. I am remembering my own shit more, which is good. But for other people, I'm great at being PR. I always forget my own shit though. I had to do Steve's stuff the other day. Was it the vigil? Was it the vigil? Yeah, a vigil, I think. He was on a vigil and his internet sucked. And so he had to leave. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna be plugging Steve's stuff for him. So I had to like try to do the shit. And I'm like, I hope I got that right. I probably forgot a lot of stuff. I know I forgot like ABB and all of the other like perforation shows.
We don't ever know if we're gonna do ABB or if anybody's gonna actually stream it. It's kind of a mystery.
Yeah. It is a mystery.
Hi, Gomez.
Gomez.
Hi.
Pretty puppers. The dog's going to be famous, I'm telling you. I need Gomez on a shirt. Please.
No, I mean, stickers are happening. Come on. Down you go.
Yes, we do have to keep Sleepy caffeinated. That's how we get shit done around here. That's really how we get shit done around here. Caffeinated Sleepy is good. We like it a lot. Sleepy does a lot for all of us. So yeah, caffeinated is good.
Whoa. Yeah, no, he was up. We were both up hella early, but he was up because of the combo couch all day streamathon thingy.
Yeah, that's been awesome. I've had to like pop in and out. It's been a crazy day, so I haven't been able to like sit down and watch it. I popped in and out a couple times. I can't wait to go back and watch it though. I heard a lot of them were really good. like the one with Anya, Iverson. Who else was on that one?
So Fee did one with Kim Iverson, Max Blumenthal, and Ryan Christian, and it was a banger.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, I'm
I got
probably
to host
mixing
one
them all
with
together.
Anya Parampil, Mila Goriev from Pro Democracy Pod, and then Amber from Roar.
Speaking of Pro Democracy Pod, Alex is going to be on Facts on the Ground tomorrow at noon Eastern to talk about his latest piece that he has in the Gray Zone. I'm excited. I love Alex. It's going to be a good one. And Mila's great too. That's a great. If you're not checking out Pro Democracy Pod, you should be.
I just did that show for the first time last month, about a month ago. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Alex has a Substack too. I don't know if Mila does.
She said she does. I remember that.
She does.
It was on the stream this morning, and it's just her last name
.substack.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked because I know Alex does. I'm a subscriber. I didn't know if Mila did or not. Couldn't remember. Substack.
I remember something from the stream, Misty.
Nice, dude. I'll retain like bits of information, but usually it's like, you know what I mean? Like you just get like little screenshots of things, or like if something really truly funny happens, I might remember it, or something like that. But yeah, most of the time I forget pretty much everything that happens in a stream. It doesn't register. I don't like. It's almost like I'm not living it in real time. Something like that.
It helps if it's something the guest said. If it's something I said, no, huh?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'll remember a lot of the stuff that the guests say, especially if it's somebody, because we like to have like people who are way smarter than us come and talk about things. So yeah, you're always learning something on those.
Sorry, how did I get on this panel then?
Different show. This is a different show, Yeti.
And I just wanted to mention to Oz Whistles, I think the truck thing is going to spread. It
is
seems
already.
to be spreading in other countries already.
It's in Brazil. It's in Italy. It's spreading. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but it is spreading for sure.
Hey, when it comes down to we the people, there's not much that's going to stop us. So
there were 17 countries had solidarity truck events on Sunday.
Yeah. So it is definitely spreading. I would like to see the farmers even joined.
Yeah.
In Canada, so that's a further development. We covered it on Facts on Friday. Actually, we've covered it a couple times.
Well, and the thing about Canada is we do have a lot of production up here still.
Yeah.
So we can put a big stop on stuff too as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Reed Coverdale's a truck driver, and he said that if that happens in the United States, it's going to be bad. It'll be bad.
Real bad.
It'll be really bad.
What? And Reed's right. He is. If it happened today and it was sustained, we'd be screwed because nobody has been listening to what we've been screaming about on the show for 2.5 years, which is
so that we're not ready.
Want people to do this, you've got to coordinate your mutual aid groups, and you've got to coordinate your like strike leaders, and you've got coordinate whoever's speaking for the truckers at whatever point. And this is stuff that has to be gamed out. There has to be stores of food available.
Yeah.
There's got to be healthcare professionals that are willing to be like,
rent assistance.
We're gonna have to contain. We're gonna have to keep the power grid and stuff like that going too, probably.
Yeah,
or have
it's a lot.
Means of doing that.
Yeah,
you know?
And we're not anywhere near ready.
Yeah, no. I still got to learn how to build solar panels because you can actually buy the silicone wafer things dirt cheap. From
people keep talking about a general strike, and it just makes me laugh. We're not ready for that. We couldn't even sustain a trucking strike. We could like a targeted strike. We couldn't. There's no way. There's no way. We've been talking about that. Steve's right. We've been talking about this for years. You need to start growing food. You need to start, figuring out mutual aid organizations in your area. You need to start figuring out how to sew and how to fix things and all of that stuff.
Doing it with the mind of exactly this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every time there's one of these, like, we're going to have a general strike summit. I'm like, What are the odds?
The conversations are good though, I think, because a lot of people even said during the General Strike Summit that we're not ready for this. These are the things that we need to do. We need to have these things in order. We need to have mutual aid. So, I mean, those were conversations that were had.
I kept waiting for a connection to be made. I kept waiting, and there were people that were like, oh, we can't just talk in our bubble. Right. But everybody says that, and then they go right back to their bubble.
To their bubble.
In
Yeah.
the bubble.
Yeah. Getting people to like talk to other people that they don't agree with. I mean, we can't even do that. Like, we can't even have conversations with people that we have disagreements with on issues. You know, if you're guilty of wrongthink on any one of my list on my questionnaire, then we can't work together on anything. We can't even have a conversation. We cannot talk to each other. You are evil. You are an irredeemable racist. And I'm not willing to talk to you. And so we can't even do that. And we expect to be able to sustain a general strike. Come on. It's like, I even said it, I think it was during the General Strike Summit. I'm always curious, these people, these quote unquote leftists who are like, you know, a strike happens and they're like, yeah, support these strikers, donate to their GoFundMe, don't cross the picket line, don't be a scab. And I'm like, okay, but do you mean all the strikers or just those that you agree with? Because I guarantee you a lot of those people who are striking voted for Trump. And they probably hold some views that you don't agree with. And you're out here preaching about supporting them. But then when I want to have conversations with them, I'm an asshole. Like, you don't make any, again, like I said, hypocrisy, thick. It's thick. It's really thick.
Nobody wants to coexist anymore. They just want everyone to fuck off.
They want to coexist when it's convenient for them, when they can like score points off of like, you know, professing to support this strike, you know, whatever the strike is that they're supporting. But then when you get down past surface level, it's like, do you really support the strike or do you just support the strikers that you happen to agree with? Because there are people who have told me that they won't support Julian Assange because he's not a communist. Like, they're willing to let him die just because he's not a communist. So why do I care? And I'm like, you are broken. You're broken.
Stupid.
No,
that's just a broken person. I can't
They're
imagine.
goddamn ridiculous.
I can't imagine letting somebody be tortured to death, and just dismissing it as, well, he doesn't subscribe to my particular ism, so fuck him.
being so devout to like one particular ideology is just, it's mind-boggling to me how people can even think like that.
Yeah. No, I don't understand it either. And those are not people. We're not the same. We're not the same. I don't know how to even. I don't know how to even process that kind of thought.
Well, it's like what Steve said. It's these people, they're only comfortable in their bubbles. You can't go outside. And
those people do not care about getting anything done. Can we be clear about that? All they care about is being able to sit in their safe space, feeling smugly superior to everybody else. That's all they care about. They're never going to get anything accomplished. They talk a big game. They talk about all these things that they're going to do. None of that stuff's ever going to get done because they can't even hold an adult conversation with somebody who might have a difference of opinion.
Can we talk about why lockdown meant so much to them, and that's why the COVID narrative means so much to them? I know we're on YouTube. I know we are. But I mean, these are people that for the first time in their life got their full fucking disdain for the rest of us validated, encouraged. They got points for it. They got entitlement that they had never earned for it. They got a sense of, you know, responsibility out of it that they never earned. And that's why you've got so many of them that are still lashing out so bad as this whole thing is falling apart, like to the point to where Eon Higgins is doing some sort of, you know, like fake Twitter Clubhouse thing with Walker Bragman. There's only 4 people in it. 2 of them are Owen Higgins and Walker Bragman. The other person's a troll, and then like the one person that's there legitimately is just some fucking sycophant that's gonna be there anytime they're gonna talk about how they can censor people more or make it so people can no longer earn a living.
Yeah.
And you
they've been doing that since like the 80s.
Well, you had to have an iPhone to call in. That was the thing too. So it was like very limited. That's probably why there was only 4 people there. Everybody else is on Android or something
No,
else.
not on the
Even if you
Twitter
have
Spaces
iPhone.
thing. Anybody can do the Twitter Spaces thing. That's what makes it even funnier. Anybody can do Clubhouse now too. They changed that.
Oh,
You
okay.
have
I
a
never paid
Clubhouse
attention
app
to
on
Clubhouse.
Android. You
Yeah.
could use Google Phone from your computer. You could always do that
Yeah.
with Clubhouse. But with the Twitter Spaces, it's anybody. And there were 4 motherfuckers in there, and one of them was a fake account who was just like, I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that
That is-
Eon guy not be referred to as Eeyore yet? Because
He
all he
has
fucking
been.
does is whine.
Eeyore.
Okay,
He has
good.
been. People have said that before. But it's the same. It's also, it gives them like this the condescension is very, like, it's very apparent with what's happening to Joe Rogan. Glenn, I just was searching for this tweet because Glenn Greenwald tweeted about it earlier, and I don't care about your beef with Glenn Greenwald, so just don't. Okay, I don't care. Because every time I bring up somebody like Glenn Greenwald or Jimmy Dore or Tulsi Gabbard, it's all of a sudden, yeah, but she did this, or yeah, he did. I don't give a fuck. Okay, this has nothing to do with it. Okay, don't care. The way so many smug media figures are uniting in condescending denunciation of Joe Rogan serves the same purpose as when they do it toward Trump. It's to whitewash all the radical flaws in establishment journalism by letting them scorn someone to whom they feel superior. And that's what it is. They're going after, like, Matt Iglesias, the tweet that he quote tweeted here says, my experience as a guest was that he's not averse to firing off his own very dubious assertions. He's a charismatic guy, fun personality, easy to see why he's been a successful host in a variety of mediums, but not a careful journalist or disciplined thinker. He's never claimed to be a journalist or I don't know, discipline. Matt Iglesias, like, you have any superiority to be talking about anybody being a disciplined thinker? Like, I don't fucking think so. And yes, he firing off his own very dubious assertions. You do too, jackhole. Like, just because they have this superiority complex where they think that, oh, he's just some dumb MMA guy, so fuck him. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and so he's not entitled to have an opinion. He's not entitled to speak his mind. He's not, that's what this is all about. It's about they feel like they're superior to him intellectually, and so it's the smug superiority of, well, you just don't get to have an opinion. And yes, he fucking does. We all do. We all get to have an opinion.
Well, do you remember at the start of the pandemic where they told you it was only stupid people that didn't believe in anything?
Hello.
And then now it's come down to like, doing your own research. I've been doing my own research my whole life. That's how I fucking learned anything.
They
What
don't
kind
want
of
you to do your
stupid
they
argument
don't-
is that?
They don't want you to do your own research. They want you to do the research that leads you to the proper viewpoint. You're not allowed to have any variety of thought or challenge any authority sources. You just have to go, and if you go against that, then you're a traitor and you're horrible and you're a racist and you're whatever they can throw at you to make you feel bad about the fact that you think for yourself. It's really what it comes down to. I can't imagine any grown-ass adult being willing to just blindly accept what the CDC and Anthony Fauci and the United States government has to say. What's wrong with you? Do you have no concept of history? Are you completely unaware?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No.
It goes.
Yeah, science. The science is spoken. I forgot. Yeah, the
Well,
science.
it goes
is
back to
spoken.
that old saying that those who don't understand history are to repeat it.
Yes.
It says understand for a reason. Knowing it isn't enough. You have to understand why it happened. And that's
Nobody
why.
does.
And like you have to go back and look at like Nazi Germany. That shit didn't start in the 30s, and they just woke up one day like, oh, we're going to start murdering people. And the community was like, all right, guess we're going to do that today. It took 50 years of brainwashing to get them to
We
do
talked
that.
about that on the show this morning. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. At no point, 1937 didn't roll around.
Yeah.
And, the 16 million or whatever, 28 million people that were comprised of the country of Germany didn't just wake up one morning and go, well, I guess we exterminate the Jews now.
Yeah.
Uh,
like they think Hitler walked into a room one day and was just like, all right, I'm taking over. We're going to start murdering people. And everyone's like, cool.
Okay, cool. That's how.
I mean, it's a Sunday. I'm not doing anything, so let's go.
I'm working two jobs where
I'm pretty bored.
Orientation. They said pretty much like, yeah, we're gonna murder some people. Make sure that you clock in on time. No, you have the 5-minute rule on the other side, but make sure when you're clocked in, You kill some people.
Heinrich, what were we doing with that old factory?
Yeah, well, and do you ever listen to like any of the old stories from like the old military guys where they'd like war would be over and then they'd go have drinks together, and then with like the enemy, it was like a day job for them at that point. It was ridiculous. It's insane how like you could murder someone and then go have a beer with their friend too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Noli, fuck you for making me laugh at that. Is kind of the lane that I take up.
That's fair. That needs to be another tagline for Slow News Day.
I'm sure you offended at least like 6 countries in that area.
I mean,
I guess that's 6 more countries that can suck it.
Borders are bullshit.
oh.
I'm like the reverse of Pinky in the Brain. I wake up every morning. I'm like, what am I going to do? And then I'm like, I'm going to save the world because I'm a hippie.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that complex saving the
No.
world. I don't have
What
time
is
for that.
that?
I'm busy. There's a lot
I got
going
some
on.
spare time.
Yeah. To save
Well,
the
after-
whole world, though?
Well, after my transplant, I always kind of figured I was around for some reason. I figured I might as well fix some shit while I'm around. So
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm gonna
We're
go
all
get
trying.
some coffee. I will be right back.
Okay. Sleepy made coffee.
Alright.
So nice of him.
So what are we talking about today?
We don't know.
Holy shit.
We're just talking about
Walker Bergman and his white supremacy.
yeah, we did talk about Bragman.
Whatever the
right?
fuck his name is.
It's Bragman,
Yeah,
right?
Walter Bergman too. That guy's an asshole too.
Is
Yeah.
he?
That guy.
They're all
You know, just
assholes.
start naming names. Fuck them too.
Yeah. That whole
Higgins,
crew.
Biden, Psaki.
The laptop left, as I think Fiorella calls them. Yeah, or the lockdown left, you might want to also call them. I don't have any time or patience for that anymore. Like, they're still telling people to vote for Nina Turner and that's going to fix some shit. It's
Oh,
not going to
God,
fix
yeah,
anything. She's full
She
of
didn't
shit.
even show up to the Medicare for March
But she
rally.
tweeted about it, you guys. She just
She
tweeted about
tweeted?
how she's going to fight for
Yay.
Medicare for all. So
Well,
it's
That's
we
how
okay
you
know
know-
now.
everything.
Again.
That's when you
Yeah.
know people are serious by what they tweet about.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
their actual
2
actions.
hours from her district, there was a grassroots-led march that was happening in coordination with 52 other cities, and she couldn't figure out. And AOC was in town too. They were both 2 hours from Columbus, Ohio. They could have made it, spent an hour at the march, and then made it back, and they chose not to do that. So,
Well, speaking
yeah,
of AOC, she's quitting Twitter because everybody's not bowing down at her right
everybody's
now.
so mean to her. She
We're
was
like,
murdered
fucking do
again.
It's,
something.
it's
Murdered
those
on
damn
Twitter.
Republicans that
Baby.
need sex with her. That's
Yeah.
driving
Yeah,
her.
Yeah,
They need to
Fucking
stop.
leave
crybaby.
Twitter, bitch.
That-
Bye.
That's
I don't
actually
Yeah.
why they invaded the Capitol on the 6th. They were just trying to get some ass.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
true.
Yeah.
And they failed
I
miserably.
think that was kind of a narrative that they tried to use.
It was.
They felt like they were under threat of rape or something. So yeah. But yeah, she leave Twitter. What the fuck? Who gives a shit? Does anybody
I don't give
care?
a shit. No.
Does anybody care? No,
No.
I do.
Like
not.
you're an elected politician. Get the fuck off Twitter anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go do your job. How about that?
And in
Your
fact,
job is not to
celebrate.
tweet.
Let's celebrate that she left Twitter.
Yeah, she's not really leaving Twitter. This is an attention grab.
Mm.
Oh, no, I know, but
Yeah.
Everything she does is an attention grab. Literally all of the things that she does.
I mean,
Yes,
I like
Nina Turner
attention,
is
but
just
I'm also
another
not an
greedy
elected
opportunist.
official who has a job to do.
Yeah, well, she thinks her job is tweeting, and pandering, and that's about it.
Photo ops.
Fucking over the
It's
people that
the-
she claimed to be fighting for. That's like kind of her MO. She's done that numerous times with various different populations, including the Palestinians, by the way. Fuck her. I don't understand people who are still bowing down at the altar of AOC. She hasn't done shit. Please, I've asked this many times before. Somebody show me one thing that she has accomplished or that she has fought for that has made any significant difference in anybody's life. She went from Medicare for all to funerals for some, and I'm supposed to cheer that shit on. Fuck you. I don't have time for that.
I can't believe people put up for that. It's also like the putting up with the billionaires that are like, oh, I'll give away my money when I'm dead. They're literally telling you can have their money out of their cold, dead hands.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, they're so nice about this.
We're broken. We're so broken.
Yeah,
This
and-
country is broken. I talk about it all the time, though. The way that they have been able to beat the United States population down to the point that we are willing to accept this as normal, and that we all act as if this is the best we can do, and we just have to accept it. And it's really frustrating to me because I don't know if you guys know this. You should know it, but you deserve fucking better than what you're getting. A lot better. Like the whole them having you fight for $15 an hour. Get the fuck out of here. That is an insult. We should all be insulted. We should be laughing in their faces. And we should be getting prepared and organized and unified so that we can take a stand and get what is rightfully ours. And it makes me really sad that we don't have that fight back anymore at all.
We should be living like the Jetsons, and I want my goddamn holodeck.
I want my robot. I want my robot made. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have a robot.
I'll clean my own shit up if I get a holodeck.
Just, like, push like what you want, and it just comes out instantly.
Yeah.
I don't think we should have
cookie required.
I have heard apparently that technology might actually exist.
People I would like it.
On the ground.
I can't confirm that. I just heard it, and it's a cool story.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that we just don't know about that exists. But yeah, I mean, I really am just tired of the Walker Bragmans or Walter Bergmans or whoever you said earlier. I'm tired of all of those people pretending like, and I love it too. The entire time during the election, they're like, oh, okay, we have to vote for Joe Biden. You know, Donald Trump is so terrible. And then we're going to push him left. We're going to push him left. Where the fuck you been? What is this what pushing him left looks like? Because y'all suck at it. You
motherfuckers.
This is terrible.
Motherfucker pushed them all to the right.
Yeah, there's been no pushing to the left. He hasn't done shit. Nothing. Zero promises. Zero. Like zero. I mean, he's not Trump. There's not any more mean tweets. He promised that nothing would fundamentally change, so I guess he kept that. But he hasn't done shit that he said he was going to do. You haven't, and none of these people who said they were going to be pushing him left have been attempting that at all. And if you try to hold him accountable, or if you try to hold the squad accountable because they're not saying anything about the shit that he's doing, you get yelled at. I'm like, wait, you guys were supposed to be pushing him left. What happened to that? And now they'll also lament too. Like you'll see him on Twitter being like, oh my God, I can't believe Biden's doing that. Well, no fucking shit. We all told you this is he had 50 years in politics. What the fuck did you expect?
Maybe what happened is they're looking at them. So when they say left, it's his right.
Maybe. We got to turn him around, you guys. Turn him around. Turn him around. Face the other direction.
Somebody on Twitter the other day was trying to make the argument like, "Oh, we were never supposed to push him left. We were just supposed to let him be himself and show how bad the Democrats were, so that we could that'll somehow will force change." And I was like, "No, that's
not what you said.
Not what they said. That's not what they said.
They're moving
that's
the goalpost.
Not what they said.
Yeah.
Gotta move that goalpost, huh?
Yeah, that's not what
I think
said.
they might be in
that.
the new arena.
We all said that. I said, I guess if there's going to be a silver lining to Joe Biden getting elected, it might be the fact that he will be so terrible that it might wake a few more people up. And I think it has. I think a lot of people are starting to. It doesn't matter who's president, you guys.
No.
I mean, I don't know if anything can make that more clear than the transition from Donald Trump to Joe Biden. Nothing's changed. It's the same exact agenda. It's a different cover on the same book. That's all it is.
Exactly.
It's just, that's it. That's it.
Trump,
there is no substantive difference.
Trump might have inadvertently drained the swamp by making the Democrats look so dumb.
No,
they might just be drained. Oh, they might drain the swamp just by the end of it.
No. There's no swamp draining.
No, I'm not saying there was. I'm saying eventually that the swamp will be drained.
Eventually, the system will collapse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
that's
saying,
not of any doing of there. That's just going to happen. That is the natural progression of things. That's
but
where we're
what's
headed.
at the bottom of the swamp is the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
What's at the bottom of the swamp is DARPA.
Yeah.
What's at the bottom of the swamp is ICE. What's at the bottom of the swamp is the Mickey Mat in general.
Oh no, when I say like drain the swamp, I mean like the bottom of the swamp of the states coming out, not like just the political arena kind of idea.
So
not that I said like I don't see.
Let's talk about this for a minute because we're probably at some point heading for a national divorce. Or some like total just Hunger Games-esque districting of the Five Eyes North. You know, maybe we'll get Mexico in that. Maybe we won't. I don't know. This is all speculation anyway. But if any state leads the charge to leave the Union now on its own, the exchange rate for currency for whatever they go to versus the dollar is going to be laughable. There's a ridiculous amount of military bases in every state. What do you do about that? There, you know, I mean, I feel like secession is something that people haven't really thought through all that well, you know, and to the same rate that, like, and I'm all for a collapse of this machine. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Here for that. Here for that. Start seed exchanges with your community. Now, do that. But like the student loan thing, do you know what slabs are? Anyone? Raise your hand.
What? I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Slabs. SLABS.
Like the hospital size?
No.
Are you talking about student loans? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of that. I don't know much about that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So Wall Street took student loan debt, which is secured by the federal government, and they used it to back assets that they can use and gamble with and up the potential rating of, because it's backed by a federally secured asset. So your student loan debt, whatever, is being, you know, gambled with. But if it all went away, it would break like a significant section of the financial industry and trigger one hell of a collapse. So if that's all you got out of the deal was to no longer pay your student loan debt, but then you immediately got put on a fixed UBI with $19 a gallon milk, because that's what happened to the economy afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Well, and that's the problem with a lot of these bills. The Medicare for All bill is garbage. The Build Back Better bill is garbage. I mean, they sell them as these great bills, and they're going to help somebody. It's all bullshit. You have to actually read the bills. There's a lot of garbage. It's a lot. I mean, it's just there. It's look at the CARES Act, you guys. Massive transfer of wealth.
Well, that's how they. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's how they pass this shit. Is they get you in a situation where you're scared and desperate. They tell you that this bill is going to make it better. They pass it. You don't even know what's in it. Half of the politicians don't even know what's in it because they don't write them. They don't even read the bills that they pass. Lobbyists write them, hand them to them, give them their talking points, and they just vote the way that they're told to vote. So I mean, nobody who's passing these bills has read the bills. The public that it's going to affect hasn't read these bills, and they pass all kinds of terrible shit under the guise of being able to help you and save you. And it's all garbage. Like all of this stuff, like people got mad when like Fiorella and I came out during the March for Medicare for All when we were talking about how handing over power of our healthcare system to this corrupt government is a really terrible idea. I think that everybody should be able to see a doctor, and I think that there's a way that we can get to that point, but we need to be incredibly mindful about how we get there, and that we don't get screwed over in the process, because anything that's going to pass in this system will fuck us over, period. The system is the problem, and it is completely corrupt to its core. Period. It's not fixable. It's not salvageable at all. And not anything that comes through it will be garbage. Period.
Yeah. Okay. So to my point of like why I referred to as drain the swamp, that's kind of what I was saying is more people are starting to realize what it means to like it's going to take. And that's what I kind of meant by the swamp. I don't necessarily mean that Trump actually did anything useful.
No.
It just he broke people so badly that people unawarely woke up to what actually was happening.
Some people dug their heels in and are
some
just
people
now
are basically
convinced
like,
that anybody but Trump is fine and that he was uniquely evil and that everything's fine now that Joe Biden's like, there are those people too. So I mean, it's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah, we have to keep pushing to get like the rest of the people to understand, because if you can get the people on your side, it's a little easier to make that transition because we're still the people controlling the means of production, because we're still the workers. We're still like, there's no magical switch that a billionaire could turn off. Like, theoretically, society could function without money, but that's a way bigger, different topic.
Yeah. Well, they're closer and closer and closer to not needing us at all.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Well, and even you go back and you look at the Third Reich, they started taking out the old and the weak as soon as they would come in to a new area. That's the first thing they did. They just went door to door and would grab old people and shoot them. Because they had calculated how much food it would take to keep a healthy person structurally enough to work for them that it still benefited them. So anyone that couldn't fit into that like tight structure was deemed replaceable, and they just killed them off. So like anyone that was sick or old, they would go in and just literally like take them to the basement and shoot them. Like, I don't think people realize how horrid like the Holocaust was to even people that just witnessed it. Because can you imagine just being in your house, someone comes in and knocks your door, and next thing you know, grandpa ain't around anymore? That is fucking messed. And you're starting to see people die of COVID, and it's all the weak, and it's all the immunocompromised people like me that don't want to fucking die off. Well, I don't think anyone wants to die off, sorry.
It's a culling, dude.
Yeah, and it is. And we're farther ahead in the Third Reich than I think we even like die-hard conspiracy theory realize.
Yeah. I still love the conspiracy theory stuff. I love it so much. It's such a conspiracy theory, this thing that's obviously happening. It drives me nuts.
Well, it's funny. Yeah. Someone mentioned in the chat that they're starting to see align more with Alex Jones than Bernie Sanders. And I'm not I don't think Alex Jones is a good person. I think he's right about a lot of shit, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, that's part of his shtick is to get some things right so that other things look, I mean, he's playing his role.
Still a tool, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a tool of the elite still, because it's just enough that people are like, oh no, he's not right about anything because he said juice boxes turn people gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all right.
I mean,
and let's face it, if someone came up to you, sorry, go ahead, it's your show. I'll stop.
Oh yeah, you're my favorite. But it is true though. They do that with a lot of things. Pizzagate's one of my favorite examples. They use Pizzagate as this way to make that a third rail issue. So anybody talking about pedophilia rings within elite circles was then just classified as a conspiracy. Oh, you're a tinfoil wearing conspiracy theorist. No, that shit's happening. Yeah. That shit's really happening.
We just had a court case about it.
A ton of evidence to support the fact that it's happening and has been happening, continues to happen right now, currently as we speak. But using Pizzagate to make it this like ridiculous, and now if you even talk about something like that, then you're immediately dislabeled and dismissed as a conspiracy theorist. And they do that with a lot of things. And Alex Jones, I think, plays
socialism.
Yeah, Alex Jones definitely plays a role in that. I think that he gets just enough right, and then he's ridiculous the rest of the time, so that anything that he says that might be accurate, if you then agree with him, you're like, oh my god, you're agreeing with Alex Jones? What are you, a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy? You know what I mean? It's very easy to dismiss you. I think they do that with Tucker Carlson too.
Yeah. Well, and even like if you look back at Alex Jones and the Sandy Hook thing, most people know it from the media, not from watching Alex Jones. And most people couldn't tell you that it was Adam Lanza that committed the atrocity, but they'll tell you Alex Jones has scarred these people for life.
There's also some evidence that hasn't been examined in the Sandy Hook case, and I feel like maybe it needs a little bit of fresh air,
some new perspective.
Even here's the thing:
that would be a fucked up podcast to release in 2022. Sandy Hook, a new perspective.
Oh god.
Well, do you remember them after the conspiracy about the people that were like supposedly in the forest in the background and stuff like that?
Huh?
So there was a theory, there was people talking about that there was people in the forest along the back lines that were already watching the stuff going down.
Oh, at the school, you mean? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that I've heard there's the people in the yeah.
Yeah, well, weird story.
There's a lot of.
I watched all the CNN like the live news coverage.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember seeing someone in the forest.
Well, I know that there was
So-
at least what they say. There was one guy who apparently took off running into the forest because he heard the gunshots or something. I don't know who.
Yeah.
Who I don't even. Let's
We're
not
getting
even.
Misty's channel banned tonight.
Yeah, we are. I'm already on the radar now. So here
Welcome
we
to
go.
conspiracy theory.
I just
I'm
got our
ready to
strike.
go
In
on.
fact, Sleepy Josh lost a bet because we didn't lose the YouTube channel before the second strike got lifted.
Nice. How long does it take for strikes to
We
get
put
lifted? I didn't even
4
know that was a
minutes of
thing.
Brian Christian on the air and then got the fuck off of YouTube and haven't been back on since.
Nice. How long does it take for strikes to get lifted?
Like 6 months.
Oh, okay. So I just have to be. And how many does it take to get shut down?
3.
Oh, I can. Okay, I think I can fly under the radar. Because okay.
What's weird is that we'll ride at 2 strikes. They'll remove a half a dozen videos, but won't give us the 3rd strike.
Yeah. Shout out to Odyssey and Rockfin for not being censoring pieces of shit. We
And then
appreciate
I
you,
guess
fam.
it's just so regular that we get our channel, videos yanked, strikes, blah 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 blah, because like it doesn't even warrant a comment. And then there are people who, like, if they get a fucking video removed, they'll get put on a 500,000 or more viewer platform to talk about how they need to get other people censored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who call for censorship can suck my dick. Seriously.
Yep.
Those
That's
are
what
not my
happened with
people.
Jordan did that shit. Remember?
Yes, and he can suck my dick.
And then that shit happened to him.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
And then he whined about it. Like, you just got done calling for Convo Couch to get censored. And then finally, people started questioning him about it in Jimmy Dore's chat. And so he ended up having to and so he walked it back, kind of. But then when he gets censored, it's like the worst thing that's ever happened in the whole wide world. Well, shut up. I don't give a shit. It's hard for me to feel bad for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'll still fight against the fact that he was censored, but fuck you, dude. I hate people that do that.
I haven't had a monetized video on YouTube since like 2019. And most of those were demonetized too.
Yeah.
It would be nice to put together a stream of all demonetized videos.
Yeah.
Like from different people.
Oh man, that would get real messy real quick.
Who cares? I'm so over you.
Oh, I'd love it.
I'm just going to use them for as long as I possibly can. But like, I'm not going to self-censor. I'm not going to, I mean, I think we all do subconsciously. Like, I've caught myself many times and I get mad when I do it, but I'm not, we're going to talk about the same shit that we're always going to talk about. We're still going to do, like my co-host on Facts on the Ground, totally obsessed with COVID right now. 100% obsessed with the injections. You know, it's like his thing right now. So, I mean, he's on a rampage and we're going to go on that rampage. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We should be able, it shouldn't even be up for debate. We should be able to have those conversations. Everybody should be able to talk freely about it. This is something that impacts literally every human being on earth. All of the conversations should be allowed. All of them. All of them.
Diversity of thought is one of the best things we have.
Not according to some.
Well, not according to some.
There are a lot of people out there who really want Daddy State to tell them how to think and what to think. And there's a whole lot of authoritarian assholes out there. I had no idea it was that prevalent. I really did not. I did not. And it's terrifying.
Like when the Green Party came out in favor of the mandate, that was surprising.
Not really surprising, but it sucks.
That was a weird
it surprised a lot of Greens.
Shit show.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching the Green Party for a while, so I mean, that's not really something I'm surprised about. But yeah, it's definitely depressing. Sucks. It definitely sucks. There's a lot of leftists who are incredibly authoritarian. They want to be able to censor everybody that they don't like. And they want to be able to force people to do things that they don't want to do, and that's not my team. I don't roll that way. Sorry. So there's a lot of it.
Who's inherently afraid of or against asking questions.
Yeah.
Just the simple. But wait a minute. You know, like that in and of itself, when there's pushback on that to the point to where people are reacting like you're committing treason for asking a question.
Legitimately.
You have significant problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, and especially considering the fact that the people that we're questioning are known fucking liars. It's not like they have like a stellar record and like they've never done this before. Why would they? This is what they're known for doing, is lying to us, fucking us over, experimenting on human beings. This is all stuff we have a plethora of evidence for. It's not like we pulled this out of thin air. This is what they do. And so questioning that is 100% healthy and normal, and you should definitely do it. It's 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. You should be questioning all of their shit, everything that they say, literally all of the things. My jumping off point is they're lying, and I go from there every time.
Yep. Assume they're lying and work back.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up Southern Baptist, right? So I would go to church and I would listen to the preacher and all that, and I'd read the Bible and stuff. But later, when I got into adulthood, I started questioning a lot of that stuff. And I would go to my friends who were pretty learned about religion, right? And I would ask them, well, why is this? Why is this? And they get frustrated with me and they say, well, it just is. It just is. And then now you fast forward to this whole narrative around why, the science is really the religion. It's the same thing. You get the same answers out of those.
Don't say Lord Fauci's name in vain. How dare you?
Say Fauci.
The science.
House and christen your child.
The science.
Who wants
That's one of the reasons I feel like I'm not atheist yet, because I realized some atheists are so
New
like
atheists suck. Don't listen to them. The Sam Harrises of the world. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm an atheist. That is not my atheist. That's not.
I just think there's something in the world.
I don't claim them.
I just don't know what it is.
There's a lot wrong with them. I don't listen. Richard Dawkins, I learned a lot from him. God's illusion changed my life. Not gonna lie about it. He's an asshole. He's a prick. I don't claim him. We're not the same kind of atheist. We're not the same kind of atheist at all. So
I think religion was just the original propaganda.
Kind of hate this like fake spirituality thing. I don't know if it's fake, but like Marianne Williamson really makes me roll my eyes a lot. I feel like she's like trying to channel all the yoga moms in the country into like getting her way. I'm just like not in support of the project.
Obviously an opportunist, and she goes whichever way the wind blows, and I cannot stand people like that. Have a position, stick to it. I know, I do too. I try to be nicer to her now because she is good on Assange, and I'm trying to foster that, and we can use that to our advantage. So I used to go after her a little bit harder. I'm trying to be nicer to people. I don't know if you guys can tell because I'm still a bitch, but I am trying. And she's one of the people I've been trying to be nice to, which means I just ignore her because I can't interact with her. If I do, it comes off bitchy. I can't hide it. So she's just so clearly an opportunist, which she's a politician. Of course she is. And before that, she was a self-help guru. I mean, red flags all over the place.
Can we talk about how that's just an industry that's centered around the narcissism of individuals who want no solutions to any of their problems whatsoever?
They just want to be made to feel better.
Stockpile of more people to blame and something to justify their fetish with buying shiny objects and crystals. Like, because really,
we're like babies, just with baubles.
Like the weird thing about like the self-help industry is that people are so down on church, and I understand the reasons why people are like historically and all of that, but then like they're like, oh, like church, it's like an authoritarian institution, that takes your money. But like the self-help industry takes your money a lot. Like they like they sell books and they have seminars.
But you see, that's that tribalism thing. That's that tribalism thing where when my team does it, it's fine. When the other team does it, it's literally the worst thing that's ever happened. So, Indy here.
They sell a lot of books too. When I worked at Borders, people would come in and say, "Where's your self-help section?" I'd say, "Well, you're not really starting off right, are you? Because kind of help yourself to get to the self-help." Yeah. But there were so many books, just like in all kinds of topics, and that was probably the most that we sold at borders.
My favorite is when the self-help guru gets busted. Like there was the one guy a couple years ago who was like a marriage guy, and then he ended up getting caught like cheating on his wife a whole bunch. And I'm like, that's always the case. That is always, you know what I mean? It's just this ridiculous. It really is just silly. That whole industry, like what's his name? Tony Robbins.
He cheated on his wife.
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying he's ridiculous. I forget the guy that cheated on his wife. I can look it up, but he was like he's like a YouTuber, but he hold on.
I think I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Yeah, Tony Robbins. I don't know.
Derek Jackson.
I never heard of him.
So he's a relationship expert, and he got busted cheating on his wife a whole bunch. And that happens all the time. I mean, it's no different than like the Republicans who get caught with the escort, the male escort, the young male escort. You know what I mean? That happens. They're super anti-gay marriage, and then they get caught. You know,
well, maybe
it's always
the bathroom stall with the old tappa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Steve Harvey's always giving relationship advice, and he's been divorced like 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, then he's probably has a lot of experience. Perfect.
It's always the worst people who talk.
Harvey's been divorced for every joke that he's written that's funny.
Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
It's not funny at all.
He's got 3. He's got 3.
I actually like Steve Harvey.
The Gilligan's Island story with Sister Adele. Actually, you know what, dude? To be fair to Steve Harvey, that first Kings of Comedy tour, he probably had 5 good jokes.
Yeah.
You know, and they gave him a half an hour or 45 minutes, I think. I don't know. But that Sister Adele shit, that fucking slaps. It was good. Yeah, every time it hits, it does. He's really not funny though. Not at all. I don't understand the appeal at all. But that's always the case though. I mean, that's why I don't understand the like self-help thing, the whole industry. I don't get it. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really want people's opinions on this. Do you think that there's a vindictive White House intern or aide that's like playing Jim Gaffigan stand-up when Joe Biden's supposed to be sleeping, and now he's narrating his own press conferences doing the whisper voice shit? That's creepy. And that's why he's doing it. Like there's some cruel little office intern. Like, I wonder. I bet he will. The whisper voice is not good. And that's because we already did it. It's so creepy. And I said with the pill we talked about. I'm not gonna answer any more questions. You said I got ice cream. Yeah. No, it's not good.
He's the drunk guy at the party that passes out and everybody's like drawing dicks on his face and stuff like that. You know, he's like,
or shaving his eyebrows.
And he's the guy who hosted the party. So, you know, it's, you know, and they're putting
come on. Think that all the way through, Uncle Warren. That's a cocaine family going way back. Look at Hungary. I learned it by watching you, Dad. I learned it by watching you.
Yeah.
But nobody's passed out on cocaine. That's kind of the point, you know. But, you know,
4 days later, yeah, dude. But not when the first people are passing out with their shoes. What fucking parties are you hanging out at?
Parties.
My friend Mike,
pass out first. Warren's hanging out at some fucking weird parties, man.
We got my friend Mike really good. He passed out with the shoes on, and we all over his face. And then he woke up late for work the next day and like rushed in, and he had like a penis on his face. He had no idea, and it was awesome. We have pictures of it somewhere. I'll have to find them.
Like that. Oh, just shame, humility
of the culture.
Yeah, we don't do that in DC though. Just so you guys know, we don't do that in DC. If you fall asleep, it's okay. We won't do that. Maybe we will.
I also don't sleep in DC. I can verify that there's no dick drawing on people.
No, Steve doesn't sleep.
Shame.
I sleep for like in sporadic bursts.
I try to smoke myself to sleep. There is not enough cannabis in Washington, D.C. to get me to sleep for more than 2 hours. I dare you, D.C. I dare you. We can try to make it happen.
Let's try this time. Let's try. We'll do something crazy. We could like go like this doesn't sound like fun though. I'm gonna say we could do like a really crazy workout and then you'd pass out. But That doesn't sound like fun.
I get tired of watching a crazy workout, and then
you also get like 1,200 milligrams of fucking ganja food and somebody to cuddle with, and it would be just as plausible.
Yeah, we can find you a cuddle buddy, I'm sure.
I'm also equally in it for the ganja food. This is critical.
All right, let's do it, dude. I'm excited for DC. Indy, are you gonna talk, or are you just gonna like lurk?
With your weird upside down, probably Chinese Communist Party anime logo. Whatever the heck that is.
It's two birds and a heart, dude. What's your beef with the birds?
It's a demented fucking Hello Kitty. It is.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Indy, I don't think we have audio for you, homie.
I know it. Those are weird eyes. This is a bit fucking.
I don't think Indy's working.
Indy, you're muted, bud.
No, he's not. But I'm gonna mute you and then unmute you and see what happens. Talk, bitch. Nope.
Yeah, he's muted.
There's something wrong with your shit, dude.
He's got word lines coming out, you know.
He does. That's what I'm saying. Like he's probably been talking this whole time and thinking we were ignoring him.
Why won't anyone pay attention to me?
It happened to Reef one night too. Reef thought everybody was ignoring him, and he felt sad.
Yeah, that was on the show. That was on Bitch, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh man, I thought people didn't like my jokes." I'm like,
yeah, that was on Bitch.
Still telling him that he was muted.
No, we didn't know he was talking. There were so many people on. You can't really you can't watch so he was just talking and like he would pipe up every now and then. I don't know how long it was going on. The same thing happened to Randy Credico when we had that thing with him. He was muted, or no, he couldn't hear us. So he just kept on talking, thinking he was filling the dead air.
It looked like he was. Do you remember the first Cloverfield movie?
No. You know I don't watch movies, dude.
Anyone? Where they're like shooting the thing underneath a desk because they're hiding from like it's kind of the vibe that Randy was going with.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Hey, bitch! About fucking time. Wow, I've been talking the whole time. I'm so glad.
Yeah, we figured. Sorry, we were like, he's probably been talking this whole time and thinks we're ignoring him. We weren't. We just couldn't hear you, dude.
No, I know. That's cool.
Melatonin doesn't work, Oz. Melatonin doesn't work, especially not in DC. It's like
is that Chili Love?
Pure adrenaline.
Over there?
That is. Look.
I'm on stream with Chili Love. Yay. We've been on like 1 billion streams together in chat and never actually on stream. So nice to meet you.
Yeah,
hi.
This is the first time I'm meeting her.
Same with Steve. So Steve.
Lucy. This is the first time I'm meeting Lucy too. Oh my God. What was this?
It's so weird when you see people.
Bunch of goofballs here. Yes.
Yeah. We're having a good time though.
Melatonin doesn't work. And
Not in DC.
For like 4 hours the next day when I need to be my most functional and on it before an event.
Yeah.
So it's like the absolute wrong ass concoction.
No, we have to be like able to function, able to speak at least somewhat coherently publicly, organize and get through an event, make sure nothing goes wrong, all that good stuff. So yeah, but sleep is definitely optional. Most of us only get like little bits here and there. It's a full on adrenaline burst. Like the second I get in DC, it's like I feel like I am coked out, like I'm ready to go. Let's go. And there's just not a lot of sleep. There's just not.
The residual cocaine in the air in Washington, D.C. is probably significant.
Fair enough. Yeah.
To Marion Barry.
It's a lot of evil, though, too. It's a lot of evil.
Concentrated evil, too. Like
you can feel it.
You don't want to sleep. You're like, wait, no, this place is full of sociopaths and murderers and pedophiles and rapists and scumbags, and I'd rather not sleep at all. No, I'm going to take 30 showers, but I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the White House.
Yes.
It's the whole of DC, dude.
I think Congress for sure.
It's the whole of DC. DC, like, I'm not kidding. I'm not like a super woo-woo kind of person, but you can feel the evil in DC.
People think I'm Yeti. They're making that up. Oh, it's just the White House. No, come you fucking noob.
I didn't say just the White House. I said the White House.
Yeah.
No. I always hated DC because I feel like whenever I go there and it's it like permeates down to the middle class. The whole like, what do you do? Like people don't even like say hello. How like the first thing is like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And it's just like very. You just feel like you're like.
Well, they want to know what lies they're able to tell you.
Yeah.
They want
to know what they can get from you.
Yeah,
it's very transactional.
So if they know what department you're from, or what your background is, or what nonprofit you work for, or what branch of the military you work for, you know, then they can figure out what they can get from you, or what they're allowed to say to you, or shit like that. It's so weird.
Yeah.
There's no way to fucking talk to people. It's no way to live, man.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like going to DC because I get to hang out with my people, and it's awesome to be able to be in like a house full of people who get it, and to be working towards like a common cause. Like the actions that we do there are fun. Like we have a good time. We really do have a good time. Like I'm very upfront about that. It is a lot of fun to go. So
Molly says she's moving to DC.
Hey, Molly, you know when people talk about how like, oh yeah, I'm moving to America's armpit, or I'm moving to America's butthole, or whatever. Yeah, no, Washington D.C. isn't like that. It's a literal vortex of suck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to explain it. Man,
He's a ray of sunshine.
You have crossed into. The other you have like it's so weird. I am not a very woo person either. I'm pretty sure that like anybody who's familiar with the show, like those will wild out on some shit, but we're relatively anti-woo. You know, especially like the Wild Orb Queen shit, you know, fuck all that. No, not the further to disparage Marianne Williamson, but also to further disparage Marianne Williamson.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to be specific here, but
yeah.
She bugs me.
Like Crystal.
Okay, like, I don't even know what it is. Like there's just some people that are like, fuck, man.
It's the phoniness. It's the phoniness for me. She is the quintessential opportunist. The way that she changes with the wind and she follows whatever's popular opinion. She used to suck on Julian Assange, and then Jimmy Dore had her on his show and he kind of called her out on that. And then all of a sudden she's good on Julian, which listen, I appreciate and I'll exploit that for our benefit. I don't trust her at all, but that's not surprising. I don't trust anybody. Nobody. So.
Yeah, but no, if you're moving to DC, I would invest heavily in Sage.
Yeah. I don't even like believe in the sage thing, but it couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. Could not hurt. Get some salt you can put like around your door.
Steve, you know, Noli works with the police accountability report. Like she's going to be reporting on dirty cops in Washington D.C. That's like her gig.
You've got the easiest job ever because
seriously, like just throw a fucking rock.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like a lot of work because
just come to one of our actions. Just come to one of our actions when we go there. There'll be like 50 cops for like the 30 of us. And then one of them will hit on Kendra. That was fun. That was a good time. That was funny. Made me laugh a lot. And Christine, I think too. I don't know. He's kind of hitting on all of us at the same time, but yeah, I would say probably mostly Kendra. It was funny. She was very uncomfortable with it, I think.
Don't look up 40% of all cops. What? No.
Yeah, he was very nice to us, but that's not surprising.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
First they're nice, then you end up in jail.
Well, we're also women, and that's, you know what I mean? These dudes are creeps. The cops and clerks were also very nice to us.
Yeah, I don't ever get hit on by cops. I get let off tickets a lot, though.
I have gotten out of a lot of. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is weird because I look like this.
Yeah,
I've had cops coming up to my window and just laughing at me for speeding, and then just let me off.
Yeah, I've definitely talked my way out of a fair share of tickets.
I've had some good conversations with meter maids. I mean, you know, they were all right. They had their little ticket thing, and you're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm still wearing this white hat." And you're like, "Okay, cool, see you." you know,
You
that's
still
my.
get a ticket though, or do they let you go?
Oh no, I don't drive, so I was just watching.
Oh,
others,
okay. So you just randomly start up conversations with meter maids?
Yeah, you know, if I'm on the way to go get a sandwich or something, and I see,
Right.
I'm like, hey, what's going on? I remember last week, and they're like, oh no.
You should try to talk them out of giving the ticket that they're giving to the person.
Nah,
Hi, Sleepy.
The people in my neighborhood are assholes. They deserve tickets. So. Normally, if it was
Josh?
like 4 people, yeah, but
Sleepy.
these assholes deserve.
I love that Sleepy's here.
What happened?
Sleepy's here.
Oh,
I get excited
You're like
when
a
Sleepy
producer
comes
in your
around.
house, Steve. That's amazing.
I didn't show up today. I'm too tired from streaming all day.
I hear you. I just get excited when you're here. I told you. So here's the thing. Sleepy Josh taught me how to do all my own shit, and so now I don't need him to do my shit for me, and so he doesn't come to my shows anymore, and so I miss him. And so when he's here,
Hey, I was at 2 last week.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just
That
saying.
sounds like a country song.
I try to come if I'm not busy on Wednesday.
And he's
I know.
been, pretty much hanging out anytime there's been like a random Jesse Jet stream.
I know, which is like every fucking day these days. Dude's on a roll.
Oh my God. Like I was saying to Reef, like again, like every day.
He wrote another song.
There's
He wrote
Misty's. He's got another fucking song or another thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I invited
I'm
him to come on
down.
tonight, but I don't know the 7. He's usually with his kid. He's by himself with his kid, so usually his kid goes down
Nice.
around 9ish. So that's why we usually do the bonus bitches after 9. It's usually like 9 or 9:30. So I invited him. I don't know, and also I think he wanted to record tonight. Like I think he's written a lot. Like I think he wants to start recording some shit too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I try to get him to come on. I don't know why. I guess I could text him and see what's up.
We're filling up here. So I heard
Yeah,
you
I
talking
have
about
room for
Alex
one more.
Rubenstein.
What?
And the gate. I heard you talking about Alex Ruby earlier, and his new Substack, the Gates Foundation thing.
Mhm.
That was a pretty wild story. Again,
He's gonna be on my show
unless
tomorrow.
you've been
Talk
watching
about it.
Slow News Day,
He's gonna
right,
be on
Steve?
Fact tomorrow.
What's up, dude?
Okay.
Peace.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week.
Always.
Crazy couple of weeks.
Always.
Like they've just like turned it's again election season. They've literally just turned everything up on everyone.
Yeah. It's gonna get worse. The censorship's gonna get worse. You guys need to be careful. We're all gonna lose our accounts probably this year on Twitter. That's probably gonna happen.
Yeah,
The
probably.
neo-lib bot farms are out, and the mass report bots are out, and the annoying pesky little like G-high flies are out, and you know, for whatever reason, that's how they spend their time.
And
I
downvotes
mean-
are
Yeah.
coming to Twitter too. Downvotes. Yay.
Yeah, introduce downvotes.
So stupid.
What we actually see is a bunch of people moving again. Rockfin, Rumble. I don't really like to see it, but that's where it seems that they're pulling in a huge audience over there. You know,
Good. I mean, somebody has to. Somebody who doesn't censor. I don't care. People keep saying, "Oh, but it's a right wing. It's a right." I don't give a fuck.
no, it's a platform. It's a platform.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't care
anyone
who
that-
started it. I don't care who runs it. I don't give a shit. If I can exploit that platform to talk to people, if we can exploit the platform to talk to people, then I'm down.
I don't like that Rumble wants money from you as the content creator.
No, I don't do Rumble.
To
'cause they want you
stream, I
pay.
agree.
Yeah.
I
No, I'm
agree.
not paying
No, I just do
anybody.
that free stuff.
No. Nope.
You get out of the fucking
Gomez.
weed, dog.
But the Rockfin is good. I mean, it's not great, but it's good.
Rockfin's great.
Odyssey's good. Anybody that won't censor me, I like you a lot. I like you a lot.
Combo
Really,
Couch.
Well, people will start to venture over to that other stuff too,
Yeah.
as more and more stuff, because it's their own censoring that's going to be their undoing, I think.
We're getting away from all of this entirely and self-hosting everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Live stream from the website and have it federated with a bunch of other decentralized social media groups. But we're fucking gone.
Using like an Nginx type of thing for distribution.
Sleepy has the deets on that. I will
Yeah, let me talk to him about that.
I'll be reading on the one time that you could actually accuse me of like being scripted or reading off of a screen. That's when it'll be doing it, when I have to go through like tech specs for shit that I don't personally understand.
Yeah. But yeah, he pitched that to me the other day, so we're gonna do that for sure. I
Okay, Nolan.
am all
Take a look
for
at that.
Oh yeah, No, dude. There's some people that we're gonna network up with too, and have it like the whole Union of the Unwanted universe wants to self-host and federate and get the fuck out of corporate platforms. You gotta get down. You do.
I can't believe there haven't been any cats bugging me. Oh, there's one. Hi. What are you doing?
Is that Baby Jack?
No, this one's grumpy. I don't know where Baby Jack's at. Usually she's down here being insane. She's probably sleeping. If she's not sleeping, she's 100 miles an hour running around the house attacking fuzzballs. She's nuts. Or starting fights with other cats. She does that too. Okay, but we do need to. I need to wrap it up because I have to get my kids to bed, and we're about to get some ice tonight, so I got to batten down the hatches. So whoever wants to start, do some. If you got some shit to hype, whoever, go for it. Somebody
Hey,
go.
Slow News Day's on tomorrow morning, and it's gonna be kick ass because we and Pasta are gonna be joined by our good friend John F. O'Donnell once again, former Redacted Night correspondent. He's got his own fantastic podcast and YouTube channel, and his comedy special just dropped this week. So that's gonna be a fun show as always. Aaron, just a thought on the tweeters, is gonna be with us on Sunday. Really looking forward to talking with her and hanging out. Oh shit, Friday, Corey Morningstar will be back on the program, and yeah, always a wonderful time when she's with us.
She's terrific.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff coming up. There's buy one get one free t-shirts on Truth Revolution that has our shirts right now, truthclothing.io. You could also get a free sticker. You get a Slow News Day shirt. Limited run. We live in a cartoon stickers. They're pretty freaking cool. I think that's it for the moment.
Are you sure?
And donate on Rockfin into the GoFundMe because his car burned down. Oh yeah, that too.
Let it happen. Yes.
Spontaneous combustion. It's fine.
I finally I have a new vehicle now. I ordered tires for it yesterday. They should be here next Tuesday.
Nice.
I was flat fucking broke, but we'll be mobile, and that was the whole point.
Yeah.
Fucking so whoever kicked in on that and everybody that did, thank you.
Yay, fams. Okay, Warren, what do you got, dude?
Tomorrow night, Extra Booyah Live, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock on the left coast, and Miss Fiorella and Pasta. Speaking of Pasta, they're supposed to be on maybe Johnny. I don't know. We got to see, but I want to talk to them about Central South America and other fun things. So hopefully that'll be a good time. I'm pretty sure it will be.
All right, Angel, what do you got, dude?
Well, I'm coming out with a new stream soon. It'll be on the weekends, on Saturdays. Next Saturday. This Saturday, I was going to do this Saturday, but I'm going away. So it's next Saturday, weekends with the Handsome Cynic. I don't have a guest yet, so when I do, I'll definitely announce that. So that's what I got coming up.
Cool. Yeti?
Sorry, I have to work periodically when people send me orders for bread.
It's sorry, dude.
I'll be doing the bread lines shortly. I still have to upload the first video, but for right now, that's all I've got going. Trying to work on spreading the word.
Spreading the word. Okay.
Start spreading the news.
Trey, I'm trying to find your GoFundMe link, but my Twitter is a hot fucking mess as always. Trey has a GoFundMe that I'm trying to find for you guys.
It's a Cash App.
Oh, whatever. What the fuck ever, dude. What the fuck ever. I'm trying to find it. My Twitter is a fucking mess, you guys. So much. Okay. I'll drop it in the chat though once I find it. Do you have anything else, Trey? Trey, I'm so glad you came. Yay.
Yeah, I need a distraction from.
I feel you, homie. Okay, I've lost
distraction from life.
Yeah. Do you have anything else coming up, Trey?
No.
Okay. We need to get you on a bitch when it's just like you, because you're so quiet and nice that the loudmouths kind of drown you out. Why? Okay, here we go.
Sorry, Trey.
I wouldn't mind doing a solo bitch with you. I would not mind that at all.
Okay. I think I'm booked the next 2 weeks, but we'll work on it. I'll DM you.
Okay.
I just dropped link in the chat. Sleepy Josh is in the chat, and so is Trey's. Go forth and donate to our fams. Okay, Indy, what do you got coming up? Anything?
Oh boy. So first of all, every day, IndieLeft.news and Leftist.today do Substack and the website. Sunday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern. Now we're doing How Do We Miss That? We moved that from Saturday night to Sunday. Monday night at 9:30, I am doing episode 3 of Friends of Indie Left. I did 2 episodes already, obviously, and Monday night is going to be with Afeni, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice.
And of course, IndieNews.network. Everybody sign up to all the channels. Everybody, half the people here are in that network, and we're going to be doing a lot more stuff in the next few months.
Cool. Yay, fams. Okay, Lucy, what do you got going on your show? Anything coming up?
I mean, I actually just stream spontaneously, so nothing really. I'm going on Sabby's Women's Summit. I think that's on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
And I think, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going on with Nick on Friday, Socialist MMA. So that's it. But otherwise, I just, I'm taking it easy.
Nice. I'm jealous of your taking it easy. I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous. Yes, definitely. Okay. Okay. Do you, Gillette? Do you want to hype the End the Damn Wars protests, please?
End the Damn Wars is in DC on April 10th. Location is still to be announced. It's a pots and pans peace march. So bring your pots and pans, make a lot of noise. Fuck war, fuck the CIA, fuck the FBI, fuck Alphabet Mafia, basically. And then if you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter at Neighborhood Commie. I've got a blog, it's Gillette.com. Misty follows me, I follow Misty. So you're welcome to follow along.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what?
April 10th in DC.
April 10th is End the Damn Wars, and then April 11th is the Assange. We're coordinating.
Okay.
So it's like a dual protest, and then Convo Couch may do something else too, but I don't have any solid information on that yet. Okay, so only thing I have for you guys, like I mentioned, tomorrow Alex Rubenstein's going to be on to talk about his newest piece in the Gray Zone. That's going to be noon on Facts on the Ground, noon Eastern, and then at 4 o'clock I have Free the Truth with Glory Jones on KRTD Media, and then on Friday I have another vigil. We don't have a guest yet, but I'll figure that out. I kind of operate in a constant state of scrambling, like scheduling various shows and stuff. So I never know really who's coming on. And then next week, I think Sharif's coming on, bitch. If I remember correctly, but I need to check my calendar for sure. I think it's Sharif. And then what else do I have? We reached our goal. Our initial goal for the GoFundMe was 3,000. And we raised it to 4. Then we raised it to 5. We crushed it. I'm so excited. We're gonna be able to do a lot of really cool stuff. Airbnb's already taken care of. I'm gonna start shopping for food now, like non-perishable type stuff, like mac and cheese and stuff that we can have in the Airbnb. Because store shelves can spontaneously empty for various reasons. So I'm gonna start picking stuff up little by little as we go.
Stick around for a couple of minutes because I'm pretty sure I have an airport location for you from where I'll be.
Okay.
Where I would be flying out of.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks to everybody for hanging out in the chat. I'm pretty sure Lucky's going live. I think I saw her say that earlier, like up in the chat somewhere. So
she's going live with Hunter Carranza, and everybody should go over there and watch that because
go check that out.
Awesome.
Yeah, go check that out. Is her channel under Lucky Burritos? Do you remember?
Yeah, her channel's Lucky Burritos.
I'm bad with it.
If you type in Lucky Burritos plural on the YouTube, it'll pop up. That's how I find it. I'm not sure what channel.
Hold on, I'm looking to be sure because I don't.
Plural, that's important.
Yeah, Lucky Burrito Art and Music. I'll drop it in the chat just in case. So she's going live with Hunter, so you guys should go check that out once you leave here. And free Assange, bitches. Let's do this thing.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We love you. See you guys later.
Night.
Bye.
Nice to meet you finally in person.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, bye,